rescue me from this horrendous place. I've only been here for a few days and I'm already missing my bed. Oh? What's with that poisonous expression on your face? You know I hate it when you look at me like that, especially when I haven't done anything to deserve it. I don't understand. I haven't done anything wrong, yet I'm still being treated like a common criminal. I'm a princess. Your princess, your fiancée, the future queen of your kingdom. And rather than getting the treatment befitting of a loyal and devoted member of your court, I have been stuck here, awaiting trial for something that should be viewed as a blessing and not a curse. I see. You're still upset that I did away with that nuisance. My love, she was getting in the way of our happiness. I had to do what was necessary, not just for our sake, but for the sake of every single person that lives within your dominion. You may not be the ruler of this kingdom yet, but make no mistake, everything you do now will be scrutinized. Even if you believe you were not in the limelight, your affair would have traveled beyond these palace walls. Imagine what the people would have done if they found out that the woman you had been neglecting your future wife for was nothing more than a plain milkmaid. Not only did you disrespect the sanctity of your position, you disrespected your family, your title, even the throne. It's alright. It's alright if you hate me. I can take it. I can take the brunt of your anger if it means you do the right thing at the end of the day and marry me. I did what I did out of love and concern, despite being treated like nothing more than prized cattle when our families first negotiated our arrangement. Despite being put on a ship and sent off without a word of warning or a chance to say goodbye to my family. Despite watching you and that disgusting bitch prance around the palace like it was your own little world, even though I was the one you were set to marry. But it was fine. I was fine with all that, because I saw the bigger picture. I knew that if I got through all of that heartbreak and scorn, I would have been able to be the queen that you needed. I would have been able to fulfill my duty and be everything you wanted. I would have gone to hell and back just for you to look at me the way you looked at her. But no matter what I did, you never cared. But it's fine. I expected this kind of treatment from you. I've grown to relish in it. Even if you were looking at me with disdain and disgust, at the very least, you would have been looking at me, and not her. And I was satisfied with that. I was fine with all of that, even though I wanted to kill that nuisance from the moment I saw the two of you join arms. I knew I had to bide my time. I didn't want you to hate me. I did everything in my power to become a woman you'd like, and eventually love. I changed everything. What I wore, what I ate, how I talked, even down to how I slept. I did all of that for you. But you never had eyes for me. You only had eyes for her. I don't blame you in the slightest. She was very pretty. But she wasn't the one you were to marry. I was. She wasn't going to ascend to the throne. I was. She wasn't going to stand by your side and help you navigate this cruel and wretched world that you have to make sense of. I was. I was to be your source of comfort, guidance, and support, not her. So why did you always look at her? Why did you only pay attention to her? It's your fault she's dead. It's your fault that I waltzed up to her room the moment I caught wind of your plan to elope with her and killed her in her sleep. You know what she said in her final moments? She told me that she regretted everything. Every moment with you. Every secret you shared. Every touch and kiss you gave to one another when you believed no one was watching. She regretted you. You drove her to her end. You drove me to put her life to an end. This deadly dance we all found ourselves in, you were the cause of all of it. But I remain loyal, not her. If she and I were to have been in each other's positions, I wouldn't have died saying I regret you. I would have taken every moment we shared with pride to my grave and held on to them, even as I traversed through the underworld. You gave your all to her, going so far as to entertain the idea of disowning your future wife, only for her to betray you in her final moments. You don't believe me. That's fine. That's fine by me. Because unlike you, I know what she said in her final moments. And you get to live the rest of your life in anger and regret. And really, that's the best revenge I can ask for. Oh, you heard me correctly. I know what I did was for the greater good, but I'm not so much of a saint and not have some sort of self-serving reason to take such drastic measures. I love you. Even after everything you've done, I still am completely and entirely enamored and obsessed with you. I want you to be my partner. I want to be your partner, your queen. I know you'll likely never accept that we are intrinsically linked to one another, but it's true. Fate brought us together, and nothing, not even death, can tear us apart. That girl you spent your every waking moment worshipping, only to be betrayed by her in her final moments. She's merrily living her next life without you. But I'm still here. I'm here, standing right in front of you, begging you, pleading for you to understand my feelings. I did this for us. I did this for you. And I did this for me. You've caused me an untenable amount of pain and suffering for simply being a pawn in your kingdom's grand game of chess. You've been punishing me from the moment you've met me. I never wanted to hurt you. I never wanted to hurt anyone. I just wanted you to feel the same pain I felt when I saw the love of my life being ripped away from me. Oh? I'm standing trial. Yes, that's right. Yes, correct. But remind me again, who'll be overseeing the trial? Your father. I thought so. Well, in that case, I should send for my handmaid. There's plenty to do before the wedding takes place. Oh? My love, you and I both know how your father felt about your little pet. I know as well as you do that he had attempted to even assassinate her. Multiple times, actually. And if I remember correctly, I helped to thwart one of those attempts, because for once, I wanted to see something more than just a sour expression on your face whenever you looked at me. When he finds out the truth, when he discovers that I killed that little wretch because you were planning on eloping, what would he think? I probably will be welcomed back to court with nothing but the highest praise, whilst you will fade into the background, continuing to be a shadow to the crown that you one day will inherit. Threatening me with a knife? How intimate. I killed your former lover with a knife too, you know. All that blood. It was beautiful. I would do anything for you, my love. I'd live for you. I'd die for you. And I'd kill for you. I love you so much that I would take a life with my bare hands if it meant you weren't disgusted with me. But I believe we're well beyond that point. For the rest of my life, you'll look at me with the anger and hatred and pain one can only hold when they've lost the love of their life. I can concede that I was not that for you, but you were that for me. So, for the rest of my life, you will receive the same treatment. The only difference is, I still love you, and I refuse to lose you. You're stuck with me. Your fiancé, your future wife, your future queen, and the murderer of your insignificant lover for the rest of your days. Even if you somehow succeed in getting rid of me, I will haunt you for the rest of my days until you somehow find your way into your lover's arms in your next life, and I will repeat the process all over again. You have stolen my mind, body, soul, heart, and sense of humanity. You stripped me of everything I used to be. The least I can do is show you exactly how much I don't mind. I don't mind being endlessly tormented by you, if it means being able to hold on to you. We've caused each other enough pain, so it's only right for us to suffer together. Now, I believe I have a trial to prepare for. I'll see you in time for tea.